at your house? One. Anyone else? Actually, even I don't have one. You know why? Because my mother has always been keeping the valuables in a Godrej store well. So Godrej store well becomes our biggest competitor. A bank locker becomes a competitor as well. Pillows become competitor, rice bins become competitor, and all the chupakhanas in the house become competitors for us. Therefore, the problem here with respect to home safes in India is not about market share. Problem market share ka nahi hai. The problem is about building relevance, and that's where Godrej comes in. We have got close to around 80% market share in India as far as home safes is concerned, with close to around 75 SKUs. Yet penetration levels are very, very low. And therefore, the bigger challenge for us was to drive category adoption in the Indian market. And when we actually looked at that, we looked at several competitors worldwide. And as you know, Godrej is the 6th largest company in the world as far as safes and vault equipment is concerned. We looked at several competitors worldwide and we realized that almost everyone makes similar looking safes. And therefore, the problem was outside the category itself. And that's where design thinking came in, which involves a lot of user-centric approach. And design thinking as a philosophy now is being taken up very, very strongly in Godrej. It involves a lot of innovation. We have partnered with institutes like IIT. We have partnered with institutes like NID. We've got people from NID and IIT in our team, and we've invested in such talent in terms of developing products which are innovative and which do not exist in the world, and at the same time cater to those latent needs of the Indian consumer. So that's what design thinking is. And if you look at this 7-stage innovation process that we follow, which is influenced by IIT Chicago and then further followed in India, we've come up with several such ideas and several such innovative products. One of the first products that we are going to launch today is Goldilocks, my everyday locker. The problem area that we started off around 3 years back in the category was called Project Inflection. What is Project Inflection? It is generating significant growth in a category, which can be caused by significant disruption. Therefore, our intent very clearly was, how can we play? And a lot of these insights are here below. So, one of the basic needs in India, first and foremost, is the need for a personal locker. Right now, the reason why safes are not adopted is because they are huge, they are heavy, they are normally placed inside the store well or probably inside the wardrobe. They are never out. They are never out of the closet. It is always shared. Second big problem area in India is availability of bank lockers and the trouble that one has to undergo in terms of traveling to a bank locker and then coming back. That is a big issue as well. And the third big problem area, if you actually look at, is your daily valuables. When you go home, you take out your watch, you put it somewhere. You take out your wallet, you put it somewhere. You take out your chain, you put it somewhere. You take out your iPod, you put it somewhere. And in the morning when you want to take it back, you keep on searching in the house. So there is no secure place right now inside the house where you can put all these daily valuables conveniently. You can't put it inside the wardrobe, you can't put it inside the safe because it becomes too cumbersome. And that is what gave birth to Goldilocks. Now this framework is a very, go on to Google and search for safes worldwide. Most of the safes that you will find will be on the extreme right hand side. So what does that extreme right hand side indicate? High on security, but very, very low in terms of convenience. Very low in terms of convenience. That's where most of the safes lie. Traditional product development approach would have led us towards development. iPad completely changed the way in which computing happens. And that's where Goldilocks is, and therefore we call it personalized as well as portable. Apart from that, in the future on the Goldilocks platform, there are going to be other variants also that is going to come. This variant that you are going to see is a variant that will come in the next 3 months' time. And this variant has 3 different compartments. The point is we've got huge plans for Goldilocks because that brings me to the end of the presentation, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining us.